Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 34 of our playthrough of Factorio, where we are building a Megabase Basecamp. That is a base that we can use as a jumping off point for building megabases. Last episode, we got ourselves the rocket ingredients set up. We've got rocket fuel, RCUs, LDSs, and obviously all the downstream components of those things. We have managed to summon ourselves the ingredients we need for building a rocket silo. So the logistics bots have delivered all that stuff, so that's good. A couple of other just quick updates. Just a couple of things that I discovered. So you may remember that that we had been collecting gears and green circuits over here in this area and putting them into logistics storage chests so that they'd be available for the logistics network. However, what I found was the other parts of the base that are being built with logistics robots, in particular Purple Science and these new ingredients, were actually stealing those, and so it was actually starving out the mall. Here we are. So we weren't getting enough of these through. So I took those out because those are actually available in other spots in the logistics network. And then I did the same thing where we were collecting some red circuits up here. There, we have them available elsewhere now as well. And it strikes me that I now also need to do that with the blue circuits. So I think we can just take those out. And yeah, I think that will do it. I have gone and added a few things to the mall. So I have not very much, but we've got the blue belts being manufactured. What else did we add to the mall up here? Let's see, some of the missing things: power switches, various flavors of concrete, assembly machine 3s, beacons are now up here. We've got nuclear ammo is up here, and productivity module 3s, which we will actually go stick into the rocket silo. So I think this episode, the last thing that I did was to expand the nuclear power down here. So what I did was I added a third reactor here. And so that does two things. One, it means that this reactor here is now a sort of triple efficiency reactor, right? Because it gets itself plus its two neighbors. And so that means it can support 12 heat exchangers. This one's still a 2, right? It's just this one plus its neighbor, so it can support 8. And then there's a corresponding additional number of steam turbines that can be supported over here. Okay, so those are the main updates. Now power is looking good. Oh, and the last thing that I did was I went and added a bunch more roboports because I noticed that a bunch of the logistics robots were just sort of like clustered around waiting to recharge. And so that actually tied up a number of logistics spots up. And so if you can believe it, if you look down here at the stats on the lower right-hand side, right, like we have just shy of 1,700 logistics spots, but we're actually using, 500 of them? This was actually down to about 200 at that point because there were so many logistics spots waiting to charge, and so the other ones were being used to deliver stuff. So getting enough charging in has sort of helped us. But that then increased our electricity usage, and so caused me to go and install more stuff in the nuclear power plant. Okay, so let's turn this off. Let's see if we can actually pick all this stuff up. We will not be able to pick all this stuff up. However, I think what we can do is we can reduce this. We don't need these immediately. We definitely do not need to have any assembly machine 1s. Where are those? Here they are. Okay. What else? Now I think we have enough, right? This has just over 3 lines. So I think we can pick this all up. All right, so let's turn this off. Can we pick this all up? Nope, I went the wrong way. That's what I want. Okay. And so now I think I could come here and make a rocket silo. All right, so we'll handcraft that guy, and then we can turn this back on, and oh, we can get rid of this now because we won't need it. Oh, and we should go pick up our productivity in module 3. That will drastically reduce the number of rocket parts we have to make. So I need these guys. All right, we have finished making our rocket silo. One thing we have not yet made is the stuff for satellites, but we can do that shortly. Okay, where's my rocket silo? Here it is. All right, we can just center that in here, I think. We can get our product modules 3. That is good. Let's see, how fast does this make things? So this makes 10 per minute. We only need 3.5 per minute, so this is fine. We don't need to speed this up any. Okay, so let's see. Let's say auto launch with cargo. And we will need to, for the cargo, let's do, we're going to say, give me a 1 satellite. Okay. We need to make the stuff for the satellites, which are here. So here, we can just build this stuff out here. Okay, we're going to say, give me a satellite. What's this? Whoa, they're going after a train. Which train is that? Are they going to be able to get away? Dang. Did you escape? You almost escaped. All right, whew, got away. All right, you'll be repaired when you come back. That's interesting. All right, that stuff will get repaired. Okay. All right, blue chips we're making, LDS we're making, rocket fuel we're making. Okay, we need solar panels, for which we need 3 things making solar panels, which we can actually maybe do like this. Just feed right in there, especially if we offset it a little bit, because I think we need input and output logistics chests. Okay. And then radars and accumulators. So let's see, we could do that and that. Okay, so these will be, oh, how many do we need? We need, oh no, we need a bunch, all right, never mind, we need a bunch of these. So we'll just do it with regular logistics style. Okay, so we need 3 for solar panels. We need 3 for accumulators and 1 for radar. Let's see. Okay, accumulators. And 1 for radar. Radar. Okay. All right. Let's see. For this, we want these guys. And 1 stack should be plenty. So we need like this. Let's see. I am actually going to limit this one. So I am going to say only put 1 satellite in here at a time. Okay. Then we need the requester chests. All right, those are the ones for accumulators. These are the ones for solar panels. And then for radars. And then let's get lights. Oh, and I need one for satellites. All right, then I'll start working on those. We are also going to need an output chest. For the space science, for right now. Actually, I'm going to make this a filter inserter. Actually, we can make it a filter stack inserter. Here, give me some of these. But for right now, we'll say just pull space science out into here. And then what we want is we only want to insert a satellite if we have less than, we'll call it 200 space science in the box. Okay, that's good. Because if you've not consumed all the space science that's in here, by the time you launch it, you waste the rocket. So we would rather hold off if we need to. And then finally, all right, we need, let's say, we need rocket fuels in here. We need LDSs in here. And we need RCUs in here. And then we need to start making those. And then, no, I didn't connect the right things. Okay, hold on. You should not be connected there. You should be connected there. Okay, there you go. You should always be working. Okay, good. And we're beginning to make rockets. Okay, that's exciting. Let's come up here. Let's plug in the space science to the labs. Which we can do right over here. So I believe that we can do that like this, making an additional row here. Okay, and then let's see. This is not working right. Oh, because I got these backwards. Okay. Okay. That still gives us access to the, let's see, where do we want to do these from? Is this going to work? This is not going to work. Thought there was a way to do this, but it doesn't look it. But instead, what we can do is let's change these to be filter inserters. And let's say, all right, so we're going to have blacklist. So we're going to say the only thing you should not pass is the space science. Oh. Okay, so we'll... All right, let's just get these all updated. And so what I'm doing is I'm saying the existing sciences, they'll go from south to north, the way we've been doing it, but we can make the space science go from north to south by setting the filters in the right way. And so okay, that should pass all those north, and they are, so that's good. We are short on red chips here for... Who's using all the red chips? Oh, nuclear reactor. That makes sense. Okay, that's fine. That'll catch up. And then... what we want is, we want ones going the other way. Actually, here, I'm going to let the bots do this. Okay, and this should be whitelisted to space science. I'll do this in map view. So that's those two. These will be these two. These two. These two. These two. These two. And then this one. Okay. So that should allow space science to come the other way, which means if we do this, we can get these guys coming in like this with space science. Okay. Okay. And then we just need a requester chest. And let's get 200 space science in here once we start making them. All right, and that should plug that stuff in to the labs. And just make sure that this stuff is actually, yeah, that's just inside the logistics range, so that's okay. Okay, let's see if we are, how are we doing up here? We're waiting on rocket fuel. Where's all our rocket fuel? Oh, now they're making it. Okay. Worked. Repairs. More ammo. Nice. Okay. Where are we at? Have we made... Okay, we're still short on the solar panels and accumulators up here. How many do I need to make a satellite is a good question. Okay, I need 100 of each. And I've got... Alright, these are coming along. Okay. So this is pretty much just blocked on the rocket fuel, but those are all going full speed, so that's okay. That is actually okay. Nice. Okay. What else do we want to do this episode? I think what we might do is we might just I might just wait here and speed up the video, and we'll see our first rocket launch and see that we're getting space science out and into the labs. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly once we get a rocket launch. Oh, I'm just noticed that there's an expansion over here. So let's go deal with that first. Okay. By the way, where is evolution at here? Evolution. Okay, 0.85. So we're not at behemoths yet. but we can put some of this stuff in. Flamethrower. I'm gonna hop in. Poison capsules. Wait. Is there one here or not? Oh. That was an old radar scan, looks like. Okay, fair enough. All right, we'll go back and wait for the rocket to launch. It looks like I have to update some of my personal logistics to get rid of the sciences. Which maybe we need to go have a place to go stick them in the labs. Let's go look. Okay, yeah, we're not dumping extra stuff in here anywhere. But we can, by coming down over here, going a little further down, and we can say, okay, if you end up with some extra red science, then bring it here. And if you end up with extra green science, and bring it here. Okay, so I could say I don't want any red science, and I don't want any green science. And then if you have any extra black science, bring it here. Black science. Okay, that means I can say I don't want any black science. Okay, blue science. If you have extra, you can bring it, I guess you can bring it here. This is fine. Blue science. Okay, I don't want no blue science. Yellow science. Can come here. And then we already have places for we know the purple science will come in here and the space science will come in here. So we can just set these to 0. Okay. All right. Back to waiting on the rocket silo. All right, so I'm going to speed up this part of the video for you. Obviously not for me, but for me. And we'll see you when it's time for the first rocket launch. All right, folks, we are back. You may have noticed did a quick supply run of mines out to one of our outposts, but in the meantime, we are about to witness the first rocket launch here. We do have a satellite queued up, so that is cool. And so we should get this thing to insert, and then it has launched. And so away it goes. We are going to get our victory condition here, but of course, since we're going on to Megabase, we're not going to stop there. We are getting attacked up here. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we're going to continue, but it should be the case that we're getting space science in here now, which we are. There you go. Space science in there. We can update this to be the stack inserter. Okay, and those should be filing. Let's go follow these guys over. It's funny, I can run faster than the bots at the moment, at least until we do some more bot speed upgrades. But we should see those come get delivered over here, and we should see some of those start to show up in our labs. And so, indeed, they're being populated. Those are labs with 7 science types in them, so that's good stuff. Okay, that is actually a pretty big milestone for us, because what it means is that we have now accomplished one of our major goals for the Megabase, which is that we now have a base that's capable of doing all of the science, including the infinite science. And so that is exciting. We still have more to go, though, to get ready for building a Megabase. Some of that includes, first off, we are not actually done with all of the research. And so we haven't gotten into artillery or spidertrons yet. We will definitely, I think, be doing those things. And wanting to automate those. I would also like to probably get a builder train set up, as well as an outpost resupply train set up. We haven't done Covarex yet. So we'll need to do that. And then we're going to need to set up special production, I think, for some of the materials you typically need in a Megabase. And in particular, we are going to want to get buffed up production of solar panels and accumulators, since solar is generally one of the main sort of, because it's so UPS efficient, updates per second. It's not very hard for the game to calculate power off of a solar field, and so a lot of people choose solar for Megabases. So we'll want something that can produce a lot of solar power and solar panels and accumulators quickly. And then we're also going to need to get a build for supporting modules and beacons. And so we're going to do that. We're also going to update our base so that right now it is set up to do 45 science per minute. We're going to go through and show it how to upgrade this to, without changing too much, mostly just upgrading stuff in place and pushing things to make it so that this base will do 90 science per minute, which is a nice big jump, and that'll help us chew through some of the infinite research stuff. So more to come in this series, but pretty happy with this milestone here. And so just to show here, we still have 500 space science in here, which means that the inserter that would put the cargo in is disabled. And so we will not waste rocket launches if we're not researching that. And indeed, if we look at this, we still have a bunch of non-infinite research that we still have to chew our way through. So more to come. Plenty of problems for future Mystic Fish, but in the meantime, we'll call that an episode. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye.